This is the first time in over 10 years that I've been completely sober. I've not been completely sober in over 10 years. It started with smoking weed when I was 16, and this developed into a chronic addiction by the time I was 18. And this past summertime is the last time I smoked. New Year's is the last time I drank. I'm going an entire year with no alcohol, and this is the first time that I've even lasted a few weeks with no alcohol or no weed in over 10 years. This is the first time I've been completely sober. And when you go on to this journey and you take this journey, you're going to realize a lot about yourself. There's going to be a lot of pain, a lot of trauma that is uncovered within yourself. You know, I used to call it disassociating. I would constantly disassociate from people, from events, and the weed was always my mask. I would always hide behind the weed. When I would stop smoking, when I would attempt to stop smoking, my drinking would get out of control. And this is the first time I've had complete control over all of this, and it feels amazing. It feels so good, but I know I have so much more to go, because I'm doing an entire year of no drinking and potentially more, and that is way more than I've ever done. I've never even lasted a couple weeks in the past 8 to 10 years not smoking or drinking. And again, there's going to be a lot of dark feelings that come up. You're gonna feel everything that you've been hiding come up, and you're gonna have to deal with these thoughts. But this is only part of the process. This is part of the process to heal, to find out what you need to resolve in your life. And you will never get to a point like this unless you stop the drugs, you stop the sex, you stop hanging around all of the low frequency energies that are around us. If you truly want to be your best self, and you truly want to find out what is inside and what you need to resolve, this is the path that you need to take. And you don't need to tell anybody about this. You know, majority of people will say this is excessive, that you don't need to do this, but majority of people are hiding what is hurting them, what is their trauma, what their hurt is. They are hiding that. It doesn't have to be drugs. For a lot of people, it's food. For a lot of people, it's gambling, it's women. There's all kinds of ways we hide our pain, we deal with our pain. But you know, this is a journey that I'm going to continue to document here on YouTube. And I do have fitness content coming up. So again, I'm a trainer, but I don't have any fitness content that's I've posted yet, but that is coming real soon. But I wanted to make this channel specifically bigger than just fitness, and really talk about something that I've dealt with for the past many years. And that is going to be a big theme on this channel. And I will continue to document my journey and my process through all of this. But again, if this is something that you are struggling with, you know, I truly wish you the best of luck. And again, this took me 10 years to do, you know, and it's a ever going process. It never ends, you know. And this is something that it means everything to me, to have control over my urges, to have control over my emotions. And in the past, I was always nervous about getting off the weed. I did not trust myself to act in a certain way. I was too reckless. I had too much anger, and I did not want to showcase that to people. But again, to get to the root of your cause, to heal your trauma, to heal your hurt, this is what you have to do to ultimately heal yourself. But this is my first time in over 10 years, and I'm going to continue to do it the entire year. I'm going to document it here on YouTube. Fitness content will be coming out very soon. The mindset, all of that, as to how I continue to do this process, how I continue to be in a mindset of no vices, of continuously working on myself It's a lot more difficult when you don't have the drugs to aid you. A lot of people go to the gym, a lot of people work out, but they still have a lot of issues. And I'm not coming on here to say that I don't have any issues and I'm perfect. Now, that's not what the point of this video is, but the point is to have a lot more control outside of just training. You know, that's something that I had to really come to senses with myself, is that, yeah, I've been training in the fitness space for years, but what about the other parts of my life? Where else can I improve at as a man and become a better man? This is John the Only. I'm sending blessings always. Peace.